So for number 4, we are comparing everything to polygon A. All right, we want to see what is similar. So we need to see, well, this is distance of 2. This is a distance of 2. This is a distance of 4. And then this is up to over 2. Okay, so these are all the distances we're comparing. So if I go over to D, I've got, instead of 2, my corresponding side is now 3. All right, that's fine, but if I do in my calculator 3 divided by 2, I get 1.5. And because I'm getting bigger in size, this should be, my value should be greater than 1. So if I do 2 times 1.5, I get 3. Is 2 times 1.5 2? Nope, this side is not right. For it to work, it should have been 3. So D does not work. All right, well, what about F? All right, well, my corresponding side for F is 4. How do I jump from 2 to 4? My scale factor would have been 2. So now I need to check the top. Well, I went 2. My corresponding side now is still 2. Well, 2 times 2 is not 2. So this one does not work. All right, well, we got B, C, and E left. Well, what about if I go to B? This side length is 4. The corresponding side is 2, so I'm jumping from 2 to 4. So my scale factor would be 2 if it works. The top side I had 2. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Scale factor of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to check one more side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jumping from 4 using a scale factor of 2. This should be 8. So 3 out of my 4 sides are good. I could also check this distance. It should be a 4 by 4 because it was a 2 by 2. So if I double those distances, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So B does work. What about C? Well, I went from 2, my corresponding side now. Ooh, but hold on, what happened? My shape was turned. So this side actually corresponds still, but this side we're just upside down. So I went from 2 to 1. Well, how do I go from 2 to 1? What's my scale factor? It's half. So I'm saying that I shrunk it by half. Okay, well, look at my top side. Be careful, remember it rotated. Top side was 2, now it's 1. That is half. And then my bottom side is now 2. It was 4. 4 times 1/2 is 2. So C is going to work. And then we've got E. Well, if I check my corresponding sides, I've got a 2 by 2. Okay. My bottom side is 1, 2, 3, 4, which it was originally. And then I've got 1, 2 on top. And then my distance here is 2 by 2. So these are identical. That means that, right, that they have the same side. So what was my scale factor? Well, it's 1. Every side times 1. The reason we're saying it's similar, though, is because I did a transformation, right? I turned it. It does not look necessarily congruent as the original, but it is similar, okay? So you would also pick E. So here I should see B, C, and E. You might have gotten partial credit if you only had 1 or 2 of those right. And then you choose one of those, okay? So you pick B, or C, or E. Well, I'm going to pick B because it seems like the easiest one for me, okay? So I can see that I went from A to B, I got bigger. That means there's a dilation. Then I can also see that I actually moved my shape down and to the right a little bit. So that means there's a translation. Remember, it's a sequence, you guys. You got to have at least more than one transformation happening. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dilate mine, okay? Because I see that they line up. So I'm just going to dilate from P. So I know my scale factor was 2, so that means my dilation is 2. So I'm going to say dilation of 2 from center. This is where a lot of us left out. Where are you dilating from? You can pick P, Q, R, or S. Any vertex on that shape. So I'm going to pick P because I don't want to move P, right? I want to stay at P because then I can just move it straight down. So I'm going to use a center P dilation of 2. That makes it bigger. And then once I have dilated it bigger, I'm going to translate the polygon down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. And they should line up perfectly. Okay? Again, you could have dilated it, you could use your patty paper and moved it to get it there, but this was enough to get all the credit for B. If you did C, there would have to be some sort of rotation, right? And then a translation. If you did E, again, some sort of rotation, maybe a reflection, and then over. Okay? So if you have more questions, check in with Ms. G.